Today, we are getting ready for Memorial Day weekend as a family of 10. We have a big weekend planned and we're having friends over, and so I'm stocking up with a Costco haul. We're planning on grilling food. I'm sharing with you my pantry and freezer restock and all the chaos in between. Welcome back to the Mama Simply channel. I'm Amber, mom of 8, and I share with you what life is like in a large family. So today I'm showing you our Costco haul for our big Memorial Day weekend plans. We are having friends over for Memorial Day, and between us and friends and family, we're planning on having more than 35 people. So we are restocking our pantry and getting everything ready. We are planning on grilling this weekend, so we're grabbing all the things for our grilling out. Bush's baked beans, definitely have to have baked beans. We're grabbing some hot dog buns and hamburger buns. We're going to serve hamburgers and hot dogs and getting all the essentials, drinks and chips, and of course, snacks. And today, all I have with me is just Miss Evelyn and my husband. So the rest of the kids didn't want to come along today, which that was okay. So this isn't my usual great big haul. We're just doing a quick restock just for this weekend. And I will be sharing with you everything that we grill this weekend, and my usual grocery haul will be coming up next week. And then I'm also sharing with you our end of the school year. We finished up. We finally finished. We made it to the finish line, and we are done with school this year. So I will be sharing that with you as well. So be sure to check back, subscribe, hit that little bell. It really does help my channel get pushed out so other people can see it. And I really enjoy sharing with you everything that our family does. So we are waiting in line, and as you can see, my cart is not full like it usually is, but little Miss Evelyn loves to have her feet rubbed, and so she's getting a little foot massage while we're waiting in line. All right, so here's what I picked up at Costco and everything that I have for our Memorial Day picnic. We're planning on having about 30 people between our family and friends, so this should be enough. Jack is very excited about the Bush's baked beans. We have a trip planned to Gatlinburg, and we are planning on stopping by the factory, and hopefully that'll be a great time. So I got toilet paper, restocked that. That's always a hot commodity around here. And I wanted to start off by showing you these hamburgers that I picked up at Troyer's. These are all ground beef, and they're really thick patties. They come in 4 frozen patties, and there's 5 of them there. So we have 20 hamburgers of these. They're really thick, and the boys are so excited to have these on Memorial Day. So I can't really find, there's a note on that, but I can't really find the information where it says how much they weigh. Maybe it's on the side of the box here. I'll show you this part. It doesn't really say. So let's move on. So I got a great deal on the Zarbees. It was only $12.99. Seems like whenever the kids have like cough and sniffles, I'm always forgetting to have the Zarbees on hand. I got the large size of the Hellmann's mayonnaise. can't have burgers without mayonnaise. And then my husband Greg really likes to have chicken salad. So for Sunday, I'm planning on making chicken salad sandwiches for lunch. And then my husband also wanted the Chobani yogurt. And this is just plain yogurt. I don't really like that it's the low fat, but that was the only plain yogurt that they had. And it has extra protein in it. So have that on hand. And then this is my favorite Mimosa brand. So I got several of those for myself. And then I also got the Malbec wine. And if you have ever had the Malbec wine with s'mores, the chocolate is just amazing. And then Greg picked up the lager. He's kind of like a ale beer kind of guy. And then I also found this 4-pack. This was only $8. And I was really excited to find this because ketchup is a hot commodity around here. So we had 2 ketchup. I was low. I'm actually out of the barbecue sauce and the mustard too. So just grab that and all in one. Then I picked up 2 packages of the buns. There's 16 in there. And then I got 2 packages of the hamburger buns. So we are all set with the buns for the hamburgers. The baked beans, also, there's 8 cans in there. That was a little expensive, but comparing, it's going to be okay. Then I picked up the graham crackers to have on hand for s'mores. So I couldn't find marshmallows or anything, so I'm going to run to Walmart for that. And then Greg was having a craving for these Miss Vicky, the aged cheddar and black pepper chips. And I grabbed a bag of the Doritos. And as you can see, it's already opened because people were hungry. So I don't know that that's going to make it to the picnic, but we'll see. And then I grabbed a large mix of the lemonade. I'm going to serve lemonade with that, with our picnic. And then I also grabbed 4 loaves of bread. These come in the 2-pack, and Costco has a really great deal on the bread. We'll have that with sandwiches. And then I grabbed these scalloped potatoes. My husband really likes these. This got poked, but it's not through. It's just the outside packaging. So I'm going to serve that on Sunday. And then my husband also wanted this kimchi. We've tried this before. It's a little spicy, but the kids really like it, and my husband really likes that as well. I grabbed some extra ground beef patties, and my cashier really recommended these, said that they taste really good and they grill up really well. So I think that was a good purchase. And then I grabbed the pizza. It's Saturday, so the box is open because I already have 2 of each of these pizzas in the oven ready for our Saturday night pizza night. And then I grabbed this cauliflower crust pizza. My husband and I really like this, so I do 4 pizzas for the kids and 1 for my husband. And then I grabbed a bag of this buttermilk pancake mix. And then I found this variety pack of the Pepsi. I'm more of a Coke person, but they had the Pepsi on sale, a regular Pepsi, and then they also had this cherry vanilla. And I thought that sounded kind of good. So we'll have that on hand for the party too. So hopefully everybody likes Pepsi. And then I grabbed these really fun Memorial Day napkins. So I have those on hand. And then they had these fun cups, just perfect for Memorial Day and the 4th of July. So I will have those on hand for everybody to have. And then I grabbed a pack of the paper plates. And there are 186 plates in here. So hopefully these will be perfect, and they're the larger plates too. And then I restocked up for the kids for their snacks. And I have some granola bars in there down at the bottom. And I have goldfish. And then for myself, I grabbed a bag of the Kirkland trail mix. And so that is what we have on hand for snacks. Okay, and I was low on the olive oil. I got this at Costco, and so I've already opened this and using this. And I use the olive oil for salad dressings, things like that. The kids really love the Honey Nut Cheerios, so I grabbed a box of that. And this is the 2-pack. So we are all stocked up. And then I've got these open bags of chips and more chips. I'm sure that never happens. And yeah, never happens at your house. And then I have the Wild Berry Protein Oats. I got this for myself. It's by the 7 Sundays brand. I've tried this before and I actually really like it. And while I'm showing you everything, the kids are just making a huge mess. So I put the bread away and they're just getting into everything while I'm doing this. So for Memorial Day, our picnic, I grabbed this 3-pack of hot dogs. My husband really likes these. These are the all beef hot dogs. And so there are 12 in each pack. So I think we are pretty well covered with the hot dogs. And then I also got this big tub of country classic potato salad. And I have not tried this kind before, but we did try a sample and it tasted pretty good. So I think that'll be okay. And I also grabbed this jam for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches the other day. While I was at Costco, I got the cheddar cheese. There's a 2-pack, and so this will last us a while. And I also got 2 of the rotisserie chickens, and my plan is to serve those and the cheesy potatoes on Sunday. And so that'll be a really quick and easy meal. I'm just going to reheat up the rotisserie chicken, serve it with the cheesy potatoes, some applesauce, some green beans, and we have dinner. Quick and easy. I grabbed the cheese singles, and those are for the cheeseburgers. There's 96 packs in there, so that'll go on the cheeseburgers. And then my usual, I stock up on the Daisy sour cream. So I have an open package and a non-open package. And then I always stock up on the butter. So we go through a lot of that. And then this wasn't from Costco. This is actually from Walmart. This is my favorite charcuterie tasting board. It's like $14-15. And so my husband and I will enjoy a glass of wine and a charcuterie board and have ourselves a little movie night after the kids go to bed. So looking forward to that. And I also stocked up on the cream cheese. There's 4 in this pack, and the Noosa yogurt, the 12-pack they had on hand. And so I got that for myself to have on hand for quick breakfast. So, and we are pretty well stocked in the fridge for Memorial Day. I forgot to tell you about the string cheese. So we're just about out of string cheese. So I grabbed those to have on hand for snacks too. So that is my fridge. And I'm going to work on getting stuff packed back up in here. Find a place for this. And then we are going to move on to the freezer. And Miss Evelyn is here to check out what we have in the fridge. Oh, she's going to go for the charcuterie board. All right, so the kids are helping me with putting these groceries away, and they're making progress on that. Samuel is so helpful. He's putting these things away. And I forgot to tell you, also, I grabbed a canister of the Kirkland Colombian coffee. Definitely have to have the coffee in the morning, so I restocked up on that. And let me show you my freezer. So I've got ice, and then I grabbed some French fries, and the kids actually already got into those, and they had those with lunch. But this bag is about 2 servings for our family. I got the broccoli florets, and I usually serve that on the side with fish or something, just a quick side for dinner. I also grabbed some of the tilapia at Kirkland, and so we are good there for Fridays. I usually serve fish. Make sure that we get our omega-3s in. I have some extra hot dog buns in there, and the pizza, they already put those away, and I'm putting the hamburger buns away, and we are pretty well stocked up in the freezer. So thank you for coming and hanging out with us and following along on YouTube. If you enjoy seeing more large family life, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell. And I hope that you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Be sure to check back and see our other videos, our grocery hauls, how we do life as a large family. And I will be sharing with you a lot more coming up.